Marksman Peter Milo makes a split-second life or death decision. Time shot.
Back in 1971, after I'd been with the New York City Police Department for about 2.5 years, I had the opportunity to help the Bronx Narcotics Unit apprehend a long-time suspect. As a reward, the department gave me my choice of assignments. I chose the Stakeout Unit. The Stakeout Unit was created in 1968 to combat the rising tide of armed robberies. It was a crack unit with some of the best cops on the job. I felt lucky to be part of it, but also apprehensive, because my father started the unit. I knew all the guys would think I was there because of who my father was, so I'd have to prove myself. I had only been on the unit a couple of months when my regular partner went on holidays, and I was assigned to work with two of the heaviest hitters in the unit, Jimmy Cirillo and Bob Hanley. These guys were like living legends, Cirillo especially. He was one of the best shots in the country and had a presidential citation for his marksmanship. Bob Hanley had a similar reputation. They were part of a unit that went up against armed and desperate crazies on a daily basis.
If it ain't the Little Prince. Look who we pulled, Jimmy. I thought for sure his daddy'd have him up in the chief's chair by now.
Jeff's got the car ready. You guys ready? We ready, Bobby?
Yeah, I think we're ready.
You know what we'd like to know? Is are you ready, huh? Hey, close your locker next time.
Our assignment that day was to stake out a finance office on 33rd Street in the center of Manhattan. It had been getting hit about twice a month for the past few months. The robbers seemed to know there was lots of cash and less security than the local banks. The office was on the second floor and you had to take an elevator to get to it. From our point of view, this was a great setup because it meant there was only one escape route.
How you doing? I'm Officer James Cirillo. These are Officers Hanley and Milo.
How are you? I'm Michael Young, the manager, and I can't tell you how happy I am to see you today.
Where's the back room, Mr. Young?
It's over there. I'll meet you in front.
Before we went into a stakeout, a sergeant always checked out the location first, to find the best location for us and to make sure that civilians wouldn't be in the line of fire should shooting start. This office was a good one for a stakeout because the robber would have to leave the office and enter the empty hallway to get to the elevator. We could take him there without putting the office workers at risk. Our position was an unoccupied office with a door to the outside hall and a one-way glass window looking into the office. We could see the whole counter without being seen ourselves. Our MO was to keep one man at the window and two at the door to the hallway. If anything went down, the man on watch would simply tell the others when to enter the hall and take the robber on his way out of the office. The man at the window would have a shotgun, but it was only to be used for a backup. There was to be no shooting into the office because of the number of people out there.
Anything happen yet?
Don't expect a lot of action, kid. This here's a waiting game.
I've been on stakeouts that went on for months. Sometimes nothing ever happens.
Yeah, I guess the odds ain't too good us getting hit your first time here, huh?
No.
What do you guys plan on doing if something does go down?
Well, we're not going to take him till after he leaves, so whatever you do, don't get in his way. Just cooperate and do what he tells you.
Hey, man, you don't got to worry about me. Something happens out there, I plan on becoming invisible. They don't pay me nearly enough to start playing hero.
So much for the Protestant work ethic.
Not surprising. I'm Catholic. I gotta go call my girlfriend.
Hey, Tommy. Thanks for the coffee.
Hey, rookie. Seeing as how you're on point, you can stand and drink.
Every stakeout is different, but they all require one thing: patience. We didn't expect this day to be any different. We'd plotted our fields of possible fire to avoid involving innocent bystanders. A transmitter had been placed so we could hear what was going on in the office. We were ready if the time came. We worked on a rotating system with each man taking point duty at the window for half-hour intervals. Seeing as I was a rookie, I got point first. I'd only been at the window for about 20 minutes when things started to happen.
Anything?
Okay, he just came in, he cased the joint, he left. Think he's up to something.
Maybe he got off the wrong floor, son.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He's going back in.
Okay, guys, he's at the counter.
You just keep looking and tell us what's going on.
Hi there, can I help you?
Think you can? Hey, you! Put the phone down!
God, the kid's freezing with the phone in his hand.
On a stakeout, you always try to make sure you have total control of the location. You want everything to go as planned and with no surprises. But as with any plan, things can go wrong. Things you can't anticipate. Then the suspect saw the kid and obviously thought he was calling the cops.
Get off the phone!
Put the phone down.
I'm thinking, this guy's going to shoot him. If I try and shoot this guy, chances are the shot's going to spread and I'll hit one of the workers. I thought, if that happens, I'll disgrace my father and the whole department.
He's gonna kill the kid.
Cirillo and Hanley didn't head for the main entrance because there were too many civilians in between the main doors and the suspect. Instead, they ran around the back of the office to a set of doors. The problem was that the manager had forgotten to unlock them.
You little son!
When the guy cocked his gun, I knew he was going to kill someone. All I could hear was my heart pounding and my shooting instructor telling me, take a deep breath and squeeze.
Come on, Tommy, put the gun down, all right? Don't, he's gone. He's gone. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay, buddy.
I was very lucky, and I was very thankful that nobody other than the suspect was hit. It turned out that all of the slugs hit him in the chest, except for two that spread and hit his gun hand, knocking it from his grip. People said it was an unbelievable shot, but I felt like the whole thing was unbelievable. It made me realize that in the blink of an eye, I had made a decision that could have meant life or death for innocent people, and that it's a simple fact that no matter how prepared a cop is or how well planned an operation, there is always a chance he will face that kind of decision. It's an ever-present pressure and the reality of every cop's life. In 1974, the stakeout unit was disbanded, even though we'd greatly reduced the number of robberies in the city. Publicity about the number of armed robbers we'd shot had unnerved some local politicians.